What is up, y'all? It's your girl, brand new, and honey, I am back in the building. Listen. This time, honey, I am back for a recap of Love and Marriage Huntsville. This is for season 6. I will have the episode number in the description. Let's get off into it. So the episode starts out with KEKE. She ends up doing the drug test. Everything comes back negative. KEKE has now been vindicated, and I'm so happy. Absolutely. So Melody says that she just wants KEKE to focus on her husband and their new move, and don't be worried about what MARSAU and Latifah is doing, honey. Okay. So Melody ends up asking KEKE, well, why is y'all moving anyways? And they mentioned that their oldest son, he plays sports. Tiffany actually mentioned to Mel about their son going to another school. Melody says Tiffany said it in a way like KEKE and her husband is willing to do some shady stuff to move to another district. So, child, Tiffany is over there, honey. She ain't being dicked down by Big Lou. Okay, she need to worry about herself, her man, and her baby. KEKE was like, she need to mind her own business. Like, Tiffany, girl, you already seen. Did Tiffany? I don't think she saw what happened. Yeah, maybe she came later, but yeah, you don't want it with KEKE. After that damn drink got on Tisha, I don't think nobody wanted with KEKE crazy ass. KEKE don't play. KEKE will make the whole damn drink splash on you, look like a damn waterfall, honey. Make it make sense. KEKE's husband says that their son is too much of a high-powered athlete to do anything shady. KEKE says that he is one of the top athletes in Huntsville. This vacation is coming right on time because I need to run away shoot. That KEKE, she really embarrassed me down to the barbecue at Kimmy's. Yeah, Latifah wants to, she want to cry in the car, honey. We'll just put it like that. This bitch is embarrassed that KEKE exposed her fraudulent ass. Okay, if you would have had the conversation with your cousin instead of just ignoring her, it wouldn't have went to where it went. Okay, just like KEKE said, Tisha know how to press her buttons. Tisha tells MARSAU the vacation is 5 days, and y'all keep trying to tell me that this man love her and want to spend time with her. Absolutely not. He talking about 5 days. I can't be there for 5 days. Why not, nigga? Okay, you was probably gone longer when you went to Africa. Oh my God, like how many days would you like to be there, MARSAU? MARSAU says they have all these products and stuff from finishing up the house and all this tile and stuff. And I'm like, shit, you need to be putting y'all damn shiggity off to the side. That way you can help out these people that you owe. Okay, stop taking these people money and running, big toenail head. I done told you about the vacation, MARSAU, for a minute. Like, come on, babe. Come on, just spend time with me and the kids. Mila said that she want to go to the beach for her birthday, and that's what we go do, MARSAU. MARSAU says he is now super excited to go. That it, babe. That's the energy that I need. I didn't really needed this vacation. I need not to focus on business. Yeah, you need to stay away from business. You need to stay away from copying other people's businesses. Okay, copying and pasting people's shipping addresses for their businesses. Okay, girl, she needs a t-shirt that says copy and paste queen. Melody, girl, I want you to create a shirt like that, and she need to wear it. But yeah, Tisha is trying to escape how people are looking at her. When you are a codependent, when you have imposter syndrome, you want to look good on the outside, like all the time. You can't really take any criticism. You can't even take any type of feedback. You can't do that. You're not healthy enough. You beat yourself up enough because you're not as good as other people. So for anybody to recognize to recognize you're not perfect, then it's just like the chickens are coming home to roost. And Tisha cannot deal with it, you guys. She is phony. She is fraudulent. They are going to take her ass through there, okay, for that reunion. I will be shocked if she does not like call in sick. I know she's going to run off stage. I watched the last reunion. She ran off stage. She's always running off when she don't want to deal with stuff. But meanwhile, when Mel is in the hot seat, she could take the jabs. She could take, whatever questions come her way. Tisha can't. She's like this little girl pretending to play house. Like she's, how when we was kids, we would play house. You be the mama, I be the daddy, and that's what Tisha is doing. That's what she's doing. She's a kid. And she thinks that people can't see her conniving ass for who she is because she moves in a subtle, passive-aggressive, covert way. Okay? A lot of covert narcissists, they love acting, emphasis on acting in quotation marks, like they are good people. They love putting on a performance. And that is who Latifah is. Okay? It's a performance. The Black Expo is a performance. And it's just like, I don't want to be questioned about it because it was a performance. Okay? My podcast, it was a performance. The Mommy Business Podcast, where is it? It was a performance. This hair care. I saw Mel do it. STORMI doing it. I gotta do it. That way, if I copy off every damn thing that they do, now maybe then they will see that I'm good enough to be around them because I don't feel good about myself. That is how this woman feels. That's the behavior. That's what it's giving. But she's not real enough to come out and say that because she knows it sounds pathetic. So Tisha says this vacation is perfect after everything that happened at the barbecue. MARSAU says that she handled everything well. Yeah, she put on a performance. She's embarrassed. Okay? And if I was Carlos, I would tell her to get over that real quick because everybody on reality TV, they get embarrassed every once in a while. You are no different. It's just when somebody comes at you and you can't take it, it's like you want the world to slow down for you. You want people to make allowances for you. And I know how Letitia is, you guys, because I used to deal with a woman like her. We used to be cool. And she would talk all types of shiggity about me. All types of shit. And then the minute I would say anything back, and I would hear from other people, oh, she sounded like she was going to cry. Bitch wasn't sounding like she was going to cry when she was talking shit to me. So, no. I don't do that. I don't play those games. Okay? You got to pay the cost to be the boss. Okay? Women like Letitia, and this is how this woman was. What they'll do is they'll go to outside people and get them to take their side. So I'm going to talk shit about you, and I need help to talk shit about you. So I'll run over here to all these people. That way they can have my back because, she's all mouth. Okay? I can talk a lot of shiggity, but I can't back it up. That's what it gives. KEKE has proven over and over again that she is a liar. No, that's what you are. Tisha also does a lot of projecting. calling people liars. You're a liar. That's why you don't want to answer any questions, because you can't even think of the right lie in time. Okay, that's why you got all these fraud cases now. Okay, Melody sees right through your ass and you don't like it. You liked when Martell was cheating on her, embarrassing her, making a fool of her. You loved all of that. You had your popcorn and your gummy bears for that. Now the shoe is on the other foot, and now your ass is running like Forrest Gump. Okay? You's a weak bitch. When Destiny was on the damn show, you were so comfortable when she was on the show. You were so confident. You had somebody up your ass. Now your mama ain't on your show, on the show no more. Kimmy got your back after they didn't had to damn near threaten her. Okay, off camera. Because I believe them Scott brothers said to Kimmy, bitch, you better play on the right team. I don't care how cool you and Melody is. You need to be taking Tisha's side. And her doing that is causing Tisha even more arrested development. Tisha is very immature. Very. Can't handle nothing. And if you can't stand the heat, get your ass up out the kitchen. So, yeah, there are a lot of cowards in this life. A lot of them. And a lot of them will, team up together just to come up against you. MARSAU mentions that him and STORMI, they pretty much worked out their differences. Tisha says she saw that. He was there too, performing empathy to STORMI. Oh yeah, I'm so sorry. I took it too far. No, that's your problem. Okay, what did Craig say to Smokey and Friday? That's your problem. You walk up and down the street all day playing. Okay, people have real feelings and emotions. You're a narcissist. You don't give a damn. You was there performing empathy. And that's why you're married to this lady, because y'all perform together. Okay? MARSAU gets to saying STORMI knew what she was doing at the meeting, I guess calling him a bitch. Did you notice how Tisha was rushing him and yeah, but y'all move past it. Yeah. But why you didn't check her for calling your man a bitch? Because you don't want no problems with STORMI. Okay? But if that was male, Tisha would have had everything to say. Trust me. Tisha mentioned that STORMI was crying and MARSAU, he was there for her in that moment. But my whole thing is this. And I don't know why that made me think of something when Tisha said, yeah, STORMI was crying. See, Tisha loves it when people are crying and when they are having a moment of weakness. They are of no threat then. Do y'all remember when how she talks about Mel? Well, Mel always try to act like she got it together. Well, Mel this. Remember all that stuff she was saying when they was out in Destin? Well, Mel liked to convince people that everything is, not all together with her. Remember when Mel was going through all that shiggity with Martell and, was depressed about her marriage? She stopped talking to Tisha. Tisha didn't like that because Tisha is the type of bitch that loves it when you're miserable, you're crying, you're depressed, you're going through cognitive dissonance. She is that type of person, a misery loves company type of person. She's not genuine. Why the hell y'all think that she doesn't truly wish KEKE well? Why didn't she want KEKE to be on the show? Because then I can't be better than you. Remember, this only works if I'm on the show and you want to aspire to be on the show. And she probably resents that Mel made the shit happen with or without her. See, Tisha wanted to keep telling KEKE, yeah, you not ready yet. You going through too much stuff, and it ain't gonna never be the right time for you to get on TV. So you better get your ass on here and make a splash. Okay, you better, peep out the opportunity, honey, while it's right in front of you. So I thank God that KEKE had Mel, because where would KEKE be if she just depended on Letitia? She would be nowhere, because Tisha is a hater. Okay? So y'all be wary of people like that. People that try to tell you, oh, I'm such a nice person. Oh, I'm such a good person. Really look at their behavior and their actions and really think about that again. I knew MARSAU lost his shiggity when he said that he felt bad that Tisha and KEKE weren't cool anymore and he cares for KEKE. No, the hell you don't. You would never weaponize her addiction issues. That wouldn't be the first thing up out of your mouth. Okay? Y'all are using that woman's addiction issues. That way y'all can get out of the truth. Y'all literally run away from the truth. And you try to convince people with a lie, and when that don't work, then you get upset, you shut down, you walk off, okay? Which is what Latifah is doing, running from the truth, running from feedback, okay? Running from the very thing she needs to face so she can grow and be a better person and really put in the hard work. But no, I'm a copy and paste type of girl. I'll just copy off what I need. That is a big, clear indication of covert narcissism. I know, I dealt with it. I'll just copy off everything you do, and I'll tell everybody that I came up with everything. Yeah. So MARSAU tells Tisha she could be more accountable. Nigga, you need to lead by example. Okay? Both of you all are runners. He deflects, denies, distracts. He creates diversions. And she has learned that behavior from being with him. Okay? So Tisha asked MARSAU, so what haven't I really been accountable for? And give me an example, like in the past 30 days. MARSAU brought up the expo and how she was behaving when they were getting feedback, and she couldn't deal with it. Now, he's right on the money with that. MARSAU is a better performer, though, than Letitia. He can sit there and listen to the criticism. I don't know if it will actually make it to his brain, but he's more willing to not be so in his emotions about things than Tisha. Tisha is somebody that's weak, that's trying to be strong. MARSAU sees her for who she is, but he makes an allowance because she's his wife, and her being that way, it helps their relationship. It keeps their relationship intact, right? MARSAU tells Tisha, you were very dismissive. Oh, not dismissive, defensive in terms of the lack of organization of the Black Expo. Yeah, because she's somebody, she takes it personal. And when you have people like that take stuff overly personal, it's because they don't feel good about themselves. Okay, there are some things that really reveals who a person is. And one of those things is, can they take feedback? Can they take criticism? Can they apologize when they are wrong? Can they admit they are wrong? That's very big. And a lot of adults that have arrested development, they can't do that. And Tisha is one of those people. I like how MARSAU called her out in the end, because she was sitting up there, well, not sitting, standing up there lying, because they showed the clip where Mel was trying to tell you that the event, it was unorganized. Oh, well, let's just talk about the event. I don't want to talk about the prior to. Once again, you can't take any damn criticism. Then you sit up here and lie to MARSAU. Well, I did say it was unorganized, and he was like, no, that's not how that went. She's a liar because she doesn't know how to deal with the truth. That's why people lie, because they can't even deal with the truth. I'm scared. I can't, you know. And when you don't want to deal with the truth, it's because you don't want to change. And in order to change, there's some pain that goes along with that. But the copy and paste queen, honey, she can't get into that. So next we got Melody. She is getting prepared for her name change ceremony. We see Miss Vanessa. She stops in. Miss Vanessa, what the hell is that on your head? I'm very sick of Melody's mother, honey, coming on here with these Little House on the Prairie plus size dresses, honey. I'm not here for them. Take that shit off. Miss Vanessa, she needs something of this century, Melody. You can get her a long maxi dress. I think that would be good. But these Little House, these old what the girl name is, Laura Ingalls ass dresses. That's all I could think of when I see Miss Vanessa. Damn girl running through the damn fields, and child, it just be too much for Miss Robinson, honey. But they get to talking about Melody's name change ceremony. She's getting rid of the last name Holt because it don't mean shit, because her ex-husband, honey, done stuck his raw penis in a Ooga Booga bear from the first floor, honey. So she getting rid of that damn name. Okay, smart woman. They are going over the program, the menu, the song that she wrote, and, all the things to make the event great. The event. Shout out to Tisha. Why me and my soul didn't get an invitation? Mel got a soul. I guess she gonna be having the event in her backyard. They want to put her last name Rogers and lights. That way people can see the name as they're coming in. Sounds like a good idea. But how many people you thinking about inviting? I can't do Miss Van's voice. She has that business, that upper echelon business voice, honey. I don't do ghetto. I don't do the ghetto. Okay? You better recognize. I remember her and Miss Wilder, honey, used to fuss and fight. Used to be so funny.
I was thinking about having 2 security officers here. I got my ex-husband, Martell, and, he crazy, So, I have to have, security with me at all times. God told me to do that, girl. Absolutely. Girl, you better have some security, some police officers, something to tackle his big head ass to the ground if he come around, honey, okay? You got through it all, and I know it was hard, Melody. I'm trying to do Miss Van's voice, but it was a nice, touching scene. Martell put her through hell, so I know Melody like, honey, I'm so happy to be getting away from that man's last name, because the name don't mean shiggity, honey, okay? Damn ring didn't mean nothing. So, yeah. I like when Melody was like, oh, don't cry, mama, don't cry. I was like, oh, y'all gonna make me cry. So next, honey, we got STORMI and KEKE. STORMI has decided to pull up on KEKE at her new house. KEKE is like wiping down and, getting familiar with her house. It looked nice. So STORMI asks KEKE what made her move, and she says her husband thought that it would be a good idea to move so that their son can, try to get a scholarship
Stormy get to asking her how does she feel about everything, like the barbecue. Tisha, I'm sure you talking about the barbecue. I'm sorry, Stormy, for having you in the midst of everything. And I snatched those cards out your hand. She sure did. Ow. I bet you won't ignore no more bitches. No more, Tisha. Okay? She soaked Tisha. I just can't get that out of my head from Martell. That shit was so funny. Yeah, she soaked her. Car wash, whoa, whoa, talking about the car wash, girl. Stormy said, well, I get why you was upset. You felt like you was being ignored and, they treated you like you were invisible. And that is what narcissists do on purpose. And then when you do something to them, guess what? Guess what they say? Lean a little closer. You crazy. You on drugs. Okay, you the one with the problem. You just jealous of me. That's what they say. So that damn overt narcissism, that covert honey, child, bye. Okay, I got they number. Okay, that's why they did that to her. Because that's the one of the biggest things that narcissists do. I want to ignore you. Okay? I'm going to keep putting you off. I felt like it was disrespectful. Tisha know how to get under my skin. I went over to try to embrace her, to try to hug her. And they reenacted, honey, when I tell you, it was so funny how KEKE how she did it. Carlos, keep her on the show. Tisha and MARSAU, they can go. I want KEKE. Now, KEKE does not have imposter syndrome. She look crazy, okay? But aren't we all? I like KEKE. She owns her shit. She proved that she's clean. Okay, she didn't have to these damn scam artists, but that lets you know you're dealing with somebody that's honest. And Tisha resents that about KEKE because she is a liar. Okay? People will always resent you for a quality that doesn't exist within them. Think about that. But that reenactment, honey, that was so funny. Yeah, that hug was dismissive as hell. It was disrespectful. And that's what her ass get. I'm sorry. I would have got her ass too. Because, bitch, this about to be like the last time you do that. Okay? I know that was pre-planned by Tisha and her wife. And, oh my God, KEKE is so funny, but she's absolutely correct. MARSAU, we know he tells Tisha what to do. We go ignore her. If you just ignore her, I could picture him saying that to her. And it's so funny because I literally had that thought, like all of that pretty much came from MARSAU. Okay, I'm not saying Tisha is not capable of thinking of that on her own because she's evil too. She just don't want, she don't want it to appear that way. Okay, she's covert. She don't want you to see her hand. But yeah, Latifah's wife told her ass that, and then I thought it was so funny because Stormy been calling him a bitch, and I was like, child, look at it all coming together, honey. And Stormy was smiling, and because guess what? Stormy likes KEKE because what she sees in KEKE, she sees within herself. And Stormy, I am happy you are finally letting go of this whole thing of, oh, how KEKE is doing Tisha, that's the same way she will do you. No, that's not true all the time. That's not true. Okay? Letitia has been shitting on people for years, especially Melody, because she's jealous of her. So for KEKE to come on here and second that emotion, okay, for her to come on here and we see her experience, okay, with Tisha, now you know who the damn problem is. It's Tisha. She done copied and pasted your damn website stuff. So there's a pattern here. People like to say it's a pattern of behavior with males. She done fell out with this person, it's a pattern with Latifah too. It's just y'all don't want to talk about it. Y'all always want to run to somebody jealous of her fake ass marriage. Okay, child, bye. STORMI tells KEKE that MARSAU kept trying to imply that KEKE's behavior was because she's on drugs. Yeah, they always have to lie, they deflect, they dismiss. Okay, they have to discredit. There's another D word to add to the list that we already have, honey. Okay? They want everybody to believe KEKE is out of her mind. She's on drugs because we don't want everybody finding out the truth about us. But the truth keeps coming out because it's out here with these lawsuits. And everybody can't be lying about y'all. Okay? KEKE gets to mentioning in her confessional how stupid Tisha is for sticking by MARSAU, especially with him going off to Africa by himself, exactly, and just believing he just needed some time away from her and the family. KEKE also mentioned that back picture. Remember when Miss Wanda was like, that look like your big ass back? KEKE says she wasn't even prepared to be dealing with Tisha and MARSAU. She was prepared to get at Tiffany's ass because Tiffany been out in these streets talking shiggity about her and STORMI. STORMI mentioned that Tiffany came to the barbecue late, super late. STORMI mentioned the interview that Tiffany did with Carlos King, and KEKE said, was it the Carlos interview or the KEKE interview? Because she kept mentioning my damn name. So basically, on the clip of the Carlos King show, Tiffany was saying to Carlos King she doesn't even know KEKE like that. She feels like KEKE is lying about knowing her. Tiffany, honey, she just be talking just to hear herself talk, just to be messy, okay? STORMI says she's shocked that during the interview with Carlos King, Tiffany mentioned that she was better than KEKE. And KEKE is just like, child, she ain't better than me. She jealous of me. I guarantee you she not more educated than me. She not smarter than me. So KEKE asks STORMI, did you send her some products? STORMI said, yeah, I did. I sent her a whole basket full of stuff. And STORMI says she sent her 24 roses. KEKE says that Tiffany has been talking crap about STORMI's products. KEKE says that Tiffany has been saying that there's something wrong with the ingredients in STORMI's hair care products. They're not safe. They're not healthy. I'm like, Tiffany, you need to get your ass some business, okay? Big Lou is clearly not giving you the attention that you need, okay? Like, damn, focus on little baby Ace. STORMI was like, KEKE. And KEKE was like, yes, STORMI, she been talking crap about you, girl. KEKE then tells STORMI how Tiffany is criticizing her and her husband moving and, you know, how are they even switching schools and they don't even live in that school district and, you know, they're doing something shady it's just like, girl, shut up, Tiffany. So STORMI said, well, who did she say that to? And then KEKE was like, she told all this to Melody. Baby, STORMI was looking good in her confessional. I was like, damn, I didn't know STORMI could look like that, honey. STORMI says it's not worth it to her to react right now about what Tiffany said. She want to see if Tiffany is willing to say all this to her face. So next, honey, we got Melody and Letitia. They arrive at the workout place before Kimmy gets there. And Letitia is not saying much to Melody because she feels like Melody has teamed up with KEKE to embarrass her, to put it out there. I could just totally feel where, Tisha is trying to like put this wall up against her and Melody. Now, mind you, Melody has been very cordial and very neutral, right? Because if I was Melody, I would be saying a lot more than what I've been saying. Melody been cool with KEKE and cool with Tisha. She even told KEKE she was wrong. She, held her accountable and responsible for her actions. But no, Tisha is such a little girl throwing a damn tantrum. She's like, yeah, I'm going to be mad at KEKE and I'm going to be mad with Mel too, because they trying to take my throw away from me. They want to put it out here that he been cheating on me. But Tisha is just embarrassed, you guys. She's a covert. She's embarrassed. She don't want to be put out there. See, it was okay when it was Melody getting embarrassed, right? That was okay. And I'll sit on the sidelines and laugh, right? So Melody noticed that there's a difference in Tisha's energy. She's guessing maybe she still feels away from the barbecue. She's embarrassed. Kimmy arrives. She comes in her Jeep. She's excited. I was happy to see Kimmy in her Jeep. Kimmy notices there's a difference in Tisha's energy. Tisha want to hurry up and run her ass out of town. Okay, that way she can come up with another identity. Okay? So Melody gets to explaining to the instructor that Kimmy, just came from having all this breast cancer treatment. So, they don't want Kimmy to get too tired. So they're going to have her do some lightweight stuff, So the ladies do their workout. Kimmy is kind of getting tired. That's her new thing where she's like, well, it's not new, but, she gets tired even from doing like little bitty stuff because she didn't really do a lot. But she was thankful to Melody, for inviting her out to do this. Kimmy lets Melody and Tisha know that her doctor ran some tests. She didn't pass them. She has, been short of breath. Melody was just like, wow, Kimmy said the doctor said that it's not going to get better. But I'm very proud of Kimmy's attitude because it's important not to listen to everything the damn doctor says. The doctor be telling people they can't have kids, motherfuckers end up with children. Okay, so you can't listen to everything your doctor say. You always got to be positive. So I like Kimmy's mind state. And I think she learned that, from going through this whole breast cancer journey. Kimmy says she does little exercises and she has a breathing machine. Yeah, be proactive and, really put in the work on your own, So, yeah, Kimmy gonna be all right. So Kimmy mentions to Tisha she wanted to check in with her after the barbecue to ask her how she's been doing. Are you okay? What had happened at the barbecue had been very similar to what been happening between me and KEKE throughout the years. Girl, you don't want KEKE in your life because she sees your weak ass for who and what you really are, not who you portray. There's that word to be, because you like to portray like you all docile and submissive and you nice. And women like Tisha, they're nice to their husbands, but they are gutter snipes to other women, honey, okay? It's a part of the whole internalized misogyny, right? So Tisha begins explaining that when she had began to hang around, I guess, Mel and Kimmy, that's when her relationship with KEKE had kind of stopped. So Tisha gets to saying that KEKE made threats at her then, and it's like, girl, shut up. Everything for you to be the wounded animal, for you to be the perpetual victim, for you to be like KEKE is the big bad monster. Next, you're going to be telling Carlos you feel threatened for your safety and you don't want to film with her and she need to be off the show because you don't want to face the truth.
Okay, you don't really want to hear anything bad about MARSAU because you're not prepared to do anything about it. You would never be the woman that Mel has been in her situation, but yet you thought it was cute to sit your ass on the sidelines with Destiny and laugh and whoever. Like, ciao, bye, Tisha. She's still doing the same thing that she been doing in the past. I don't want that type of lifestyle. See, she's setting the scene up. She's an imposter. Let me set it up. And, you know, so Melody ends up asking her, well, what do you think? You think she's back on drugs? Yeah, she's, I know she is. I know, I've heard from other people in the family, and more lies. Okay? And it's funny that she said that because you got to remember, Mel got to the bottom of it, had KEKE take the drug test. Now she knows Tisha is lying. You're a liar, bitch, and everybody sees it. You are horrible. But you pretend to be such a good person, and you're really not. Tisha also mentioned that KEKE has been going around asking people for money. All the while, you're sitting up there lying, right? You're lying. You have convinced yourself of your own lies, and Melody knows the truth, and she's just looking at your ass. So Tisha ends up telling Melody that her and KEKE had a conversation, but it wasn't such a tough conversation for her to get the reaction that she got at the barbecue. Now, see, this is the thing with these narcissists. They will always point at your reactions, but because they are gaslighters, right? So Melody tells Tisha, well, I think you ignoring her is what made her react that way. See, Tisha conveniently left that part out. She just wants us to be focused on KEKE throwing a drink at her, but KEKE tried to hug you. You actually hugged her husband instead of her. Like, you are horrible. So Melody goes back in because she's a detective, right? So she was like, well, you pretty sure that something else didn't happen, before the barbecue? She keeps giving this bitch, she keeps giving this bitch grace, right? And this bitch ain't taking the hint. Like, this bitch, because Melody was speaking to her in a way, and I don't know if you've ever had this conversation with somebody where they're sitting up in your face lying, but you already did your homework. You already did the extra credit, so you know some things, right? And they keep trying to hide things, okay? I'm about to go. And that's why she wanted to go, because she knows that Mel, this is the same lamb chops, play along, Sesame Street ass bitch that was down to the reunion with the damn puppets, right? She was letting y'all know, honey, I'm for the kids, okay? I'm like the kids. I'm one of the kids. Y'all remember what Melody said? Somebody get her some children to play with? Absolutely. See, Melody knows stuff. Tisha knows that Mel and KEKE talk. She don't know about that drug test, though. And she wasn't thinking that KEKE would go and prove the drug test thing. See, because her and MARSAU, they follow the same sorry-ass script. They lie, dismiss, deny, avoid. That's what she was doing at the barbecue, but she will never acknowledge or take accountability for that. It'll be KEKE couldn't handle herself, right? I really feel like, Tisha is trying to avoid the conversation pertaining to what happened between her and KEKE, because some of that information involves MARSAU. Exactly. There it is. And she is not gonna leave that man, because she will really be screwed, because she derives a sense of her identity from him. Okay?
See, if she leaves MARSAU, then playtime is over. Now I got to show up in the real world and be who I really am. And for years, she's always tried to project onto Mel. Well, Mel tried to act like she got her stuff together. She tried to act like this. Why do y'all think all the digs include how Martell screwed Melody over? Why? Because I derive my identity from my man. And the fact that yours disrespects you, that says a lot about you. She can't get into Melody as an individual because she has never developed her own individuality. What did she say when she was in college? Ended up getting pregnant and married. Didn't even really think about it first. Didn't even know the type of man MARSAU fully was. Right? With the gender roles and being traditional, and the man works and provides. You are to stay at home with the kids. Tisha didn't originally want to do that, but she's a pick-me. Okay, so it was like, I don't know when I'm gonna get this opportunity again. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and marry you and set up house and complain and dismiss and deny and so on and so forth. Okay. So Melody lets her know she spoke to KEKE, and KEKE did not like how Tisha kept ignoring her at the barbecue. So Melody kept telling Tisha that KEKE felt bad about what she did at the barbecue. Okay, lady, I'm about to go. So she gets up and walks away. Melody didn't raise her voice at you. Melody didn't say anything that bad. You are such a coward. Ugh. And your weak ass sister-in-law can't even keep you honest. I need Kimmy back from seasons 2 and 3, where she would lay into Tisha's ass and hold her accountable. So Melody tells Kimmy that Tisha is still bothered by what happened. She's not buying when Tisha says, I'm over it, I'm fine. She's embarrassed. This wasn't supposed to happen to her. And this is how these people are. They will literally sit up and make a mockery like she did season 1 of Martell cheating on Melody. That was funny. And Melody tried to act like her life is so perfect. Even when the host was kind of getting their shit back together and Melody was getting happier. If you go back and watch, guys, Tisha wasn't happy for her. She wants to see Melody in a puddle of tears. Remember, misery loves company. That's why she over there with Destiny. Okay? Because they love going around stealing folks' identities. Okay? So, yeah, Melody see right through this bitch. Kimmy says, oh, I don't take it as her saying, I'm happy, I'm fine. Melody didn't say happy, though. You're not listening. You're so busy in this role. And I told y'all what happened to Kimmy when she got the cancer. Her whole life flashed before her eyes. Now, we're not going to have that honest aspect of Kimmy. She's going to be thinking about the Scotts and the legacy and our husbands are brothers and I got to really be there, because y'all know that Kimmy see right through this shit, but she going to play her role for the family. Child, Melody is over them both. And now that I think about it, that would make perfect sense for why KEKE need to be on this show, since Kimmy is not going to keep Tisha honest. And we know that KEKE is, right? Yeah. Yeah. And if y'all notice, Kimmy don't really like KEKE. Because, bitch, she could take your job at this point, honestly. Because she's being herself. I know Carlos watched that damn episode and was like, honey, this girl is TV gold. She's good. KEKE is good. I don't give a damn if she addicted or not. She didn't pass her test, so clearly she ain't. But what I'm saying is that don't even matter. She's great for this show, honestly. And they know it. The Scotts, they all know it. So we got Miss Nail. She's watering her plants. Martell Hook-Headed Holt stops by. So Martell brings by a couple bottles of his wine, honey. I thought that then went out of business, but honey, that's neither here nor there. But Miss Nail, girl, why would you have this conversation with this energy vampire? He is a narcissist. He is controlling. Okay, like, I was like, oh, child. He wouldn't get me all stressed out and worked up, honey. So Miss Nail ends up telling Martell she's going to Melody's name change ceremony. Martell says his feelings are hurt. Child, your feelings wasn't hurt when you was sticking your penis up in that Ooga Booga Bear. Okay, raw. Okay, Martell is the walking definition of patriarchy. I'm the man. I could cheat, I could lie, I could steal, but you better be a perfect wife. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all what my child's father told me, and this is how I really knew he was crazy, right? Because he was a Chucky doll too, but he was like, I think this is after we had broken up. He was like, yeah, I just want me a really nice woman, and I was like, well, are you a really nice man? Because you're not. So, these motherfuckers are delusional, though, honey. Child, Martell gets to going on this diatribe about how the kids, they last name is Holt. Nigga, it's over. Okay? You shouldn't even be this emotional by it. Okay? And I'm kind of irritated with Miss Nail for even telling your ass this. Okay? She know you crazy. Miss Nail tells Martell it's hard being in the midst of what you and Mel have going on. Miss Nail says it's hard being both of y'all's friend. Martell feels like Miss Nail and her husband has taken a side by them going to Melody's name change ceremony. Nigga, you need to grow the hell up. And this how you know he a narcissist, because he wants all the attention to be on him. If they are her friend too, idiot, they're going to be there for her pivotal moments in her life, not just you. So, child, they get to going back and forth, and I forgot what comment set it off. At this point, you guys, I'm just sick of this shiggity. He get to accusing Melody. I think Miss Nail was the one that mentioned that you should have been thinking about Melody when you had that affair. And then he was like, well, she had an affair on me and she cheated and you need to hold her accountable and you always want to take her side. And he get all upset and want to storm off. And Miss Nail, girl, I would have been so done with him. You didn't let that demon get your pressure all up. You was watering your plants and stuff, girl. Let this big head ass nigga take them bottles down to his mama's house. Don't talk about my boy. That's my boy. He can lie. He can cheat. He can steal. He can do no wrong. Melody tried to run that boy into the ground. That's why he did her the way that he did her. Everybody cheat. Everybody lie in this life. Ain't nobody perfect. I'm sick of y'all talking about my boy. Bring them bottles by the her drunk ass probably bring them bottles by the house and we can down them together, honey. Okay, son. And child, Miss Nail said in her confessional, I don't even think it's fair for me to ask Melody about any infidelity since Martell started all this. Yeah, you can sling that coochie, honey, from here to Canada. Okay, y'all know I don't give a damn. Monkey see, monkey do. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. So if somebody honors you, they're not going to cheat on you. So he didn't honor her, so she had every right to move out, separate, get with the next nigga. I don't care. He better be lucky he ain't dealing with the bitches I know, because I got a friend that's a Scorpio, honey. She's child. The way we get down is he would have walked in on us riding a new man, honey, and having a good time. Okay, how you doing? I would be like, how you doing, Martell? Okay, yeehaw, nigga. Okay, shit, ain't nobody worried about his big head ass. He wouldn't stress me out. But honey, that was the episode. She gonna take all that information back to her husband, and then he go boss up on Hook-Headed, honey, and then that's where it goes. Okay. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out in the next video.